Hi, I'm Aaron from Motech Space. Let's review the latest Falconry 1 flight. This time we used an SC-Z12-3 for the first stage, which has a shorter delay time from burnout to the blast by 2 seconds from the engine we previously used. We did this so that the second stage engine would ignite before the rocket started falling. We also made a new inner tube which is made out of thin aluminum so it wouldn't melt like on the last flight. This flight was great. It was our highest and straightest flight yet, but there were a few things that went wrong. If you watch this video, you can see a line of smoke appear 3 seconds after burnout. We believe this to be the second stage ignition, but it can also just be the blast from the first stage engine. We still don't know what happened with the second stage. It looks like it ignited, but when we were inspecting the engine after the flight, there was still fuel inside. When I scrubbed through one of the videos, I found that there was a small faint glow that appeared during the blast, suggesting that the second stage did light. The remaining fuel was black though, not white, which means something was probably wrong with the engine. When these engines burn out, there is usually little to no fuel left inside, but this time, the engine was almost all the way full with fuel being black and burnt looking instead of white. Even the top of the engine is black, so it wasn't just the blast which gave the engine that color. When we took apart the rocket, we found that the new aluminum inner tube was burnt on the bottom side, but not on the top side. This probably means that the second stage never really produced significant heat to be able to destroy the inner tube like on the other side. So why is the second stage engine black and burnt? There are a few possible explanations as to why the second stage didn't ignite properly. One is that the engine just didn't get enough flames to be able to light it like on the past flights, but that wouldn't explain why the engine was black. Another is that the engine might have gotten wet at one point, which would have made it not be able to light even after it dried up. The engine also might have not had enough available oxygen for it to use as an oxidizer, but this is improbable because the ignition worked fine with the static fires. The engine could have also been a dud or exceeded its shelf life, but this is also improbable because SC's engines are incredibly reliable and are advertised to not have a shelf life. We are considering a static fire of that engine to see if it still works, but that still wouldn't give us many answers. If you have any suggestions on why it didn't ignite properly, please comment down below. Another problem was that the two stages didn't fully separate. This was not because the second stage didn't ignite properly, because they still don't separate when the rocket starts falling. The second stage seems like it's stuck to the first stage because they don't move farther away from each other or turn at different angles. There's even a small gap between the stages, and they weren't able to separate until impact. My hypothesis is that the blast pushed the inner tube upwards, which got it stuck around the second stage's engine hook, which holds the engine in. This might have also choked any oxygen from coming in, which would explain why the second stage didn't ignite properly. Because of this, we might redesign the inner tube again so it can't get pushed up a lot, and we'll try to find a way to let oxygen in. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss our upcoming videos, and we'll see you next time.